Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your work and finance advice readings. And we're going to be doing a bi-weekly this time. Okay, this is typically a weekly reading, but this time it's going to have to be bi-weekly because I have a trip planned for next week for a few days in the week. And so I just wanted to make sure that we're covering the whole time frame, okay? And so it's going to be for the weeks of the 20th and the 27th of March 2017, specific for work, finance, studies, how you earn your living, that sort of that section. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me. Please remember that these are general readings, so they're going to make sense to some of you and they're not going to apply to others, and that's okay. It's normal. They are general readings. You could watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages that may apply to you. And of course, if you want a reading that is specific for you, go ahead and get a private reading, okay? All the links you need are in the description box below. We are going to have a look at what's coming up during this time in terms of opportunities, things to be aware of, okay, for work, finance, studies, and so on, okay? So thank you again for joining me. Enjoy your readings. Have a wonderful time ahead, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care. Hi Taurus, and welcome to your reading. I'm going to show you the cards and then start pulling the messages together for you. So at the bottom of the deck is your overall energy for this time frame. We do have the Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Swords here, with these other cards that I have, it talks more about strategizing. So for a lot of you, this is about budgeting. This is about coming up with a plan, coming up with a business plan, or drafting business plans or business proposals at this time. It's also a card of maybe keep your ideas to yourself for the time being, because you never know who may be around and maybe they don't have the best intentions. Okay, this is a card that talks about protect your work. Okay, so copywriting everything, making sure everyone knows that you're doing the work so that anyone else can't take credit for what you're doing. But it's above all a card that talks about strategizing to make sure that you're successful. And with the Seven of Swords here, it's also a card that asks you to be flexible and open to whatever happens. Okay, have that adaptable attitude in terms of, you know what, no matter what happens, I'll make it work. Because with the Seven of Swords, it can sometimes talk about partial success. Okay, so a plan is only partially successful or partly successful. Okay, it's also a card that talks about just taking stock. You could actually be taking stock. You could be doing inventory for a living or anything like that. That could be it. But it's also a card that talks about, okay, stop and think, do you need this here, or is it just an added expense that doesn't really bring in anything else? Okay, so budgeting, doing pros and cons, and strategizing. Okay, that's your key energy for the next 2 weeks. Your cards here, we do have good cards. I like your cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. And actually I grabbed a different deck than the other one I usually use, and this one doesn't have reversals in it, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so the first thing I see in these cards is talking about someone who is a student or someone who's been studying and working at the same time. Your work will be rewarded. Okay, your work will be rewarded. You will receive a job offer, or you will be accepted, whatever it is, if you've applied for something, or if you've applied for jobs, or if you've applied for anything to do with money, receiving money, making money. For students in particular, and again, that can be a full-time student, or it can be someone studying online, or someone studying part-time or night school or anything like that, okay? And this is getting the yes. Okay, so whatever you're applying for, especially if it's to do with your jobs or advancement with your studies, this is about getting the yes. Because I can see that you've been working really, really hard, and you've been watching your spending, you've been watching your money. Your money's kind of been spread out very, very thin, because if you have been studying full-time, then you're not working, and so you can't really make money. You're maybe depending on others to help you, or your parents or anything like that. If you do have a job, but you have also this course that you're taking, then you can't really focus on your job fully, and money goes into things you need for your job, transportation bills, all of that, but also things you need for the course. So again, kind of spreading your money thin. And so I can see that you have been doing a lot of budgeting. You have been working really hard to stay on top of your spending, to stay on top of your money situation, and waiting for an answer, waiting for an approval, waiting for an offer, okay, waiting for results with the Seven of Pentacles, and they are coming to you with the Page of Wands. This is good news on the way for you. Again, could be to do with job offers, could be to do with anything like promotions or advancement if this is something that you've been training for, okay. If you've applied for loans or grants as well, okay, this is coming in for you with the Page of Wands. And then the Nine of Cups is your wish being fulfilled, okay, getting the yes. So this is definitely a yes answer, a direct yes answer, and getting that wish. And then it's all about strategizing on how you want to move forward, being smart about it, okay, thinking about things in perspective, not going for the quick, easy, quick gain, but rather thinking ahead, planning for the future, making sure that the moves you make now ensure stability and prosperity in the long run, not just a quick buck, okay, basically. Okay, let's see what else we have here. For others of you who own your own business or have been thinking about starting your own business, but you are worried about the money or you're not willing to spend the money, I do hear it takes money to make money. So if you have been working hard on the business, working hard on the product and what you're advertising or what you're selling, it's great, okay? It's a very good product, so that's not the issue. If you're not seeing people coming in or clients or opportunities or money coming in with the Four of Pentacles, it could be because you need to spend a little extra on advertising or spend a little extra and, you know, get some flyers going, business cards, get a website up or anything like that so people can find you. And so that's what has been slowing things down, and you haven't been seeing anything moving really. And so maybe you've been even thinking about, should I just give this up because I'm not seeing profit? No, you just need to spend a little more money. Doesn't mean you have to throw your money away, but you have to spend a little more money to advertise, to get people to find you easier, quicker, okay? Definitely online business is an option, or getting a website up, okay? And that's how you get the word out, and that's how you get the business coming in, okay? Of course, it doesn't happen overnight, and you know that, but it's a really good move, okay, if you want to keep going with this, because you have a really good idea, and you would do well to keep it up, okay? But it just needs a little more investment on your part here with the Four of Pentacles. And there's also, you know, your mentality, a lack mentality. Again, it's not for everyone, so I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but with the Four of Pentacles, it is an energy where we want to see gain, but we are not really willing to invest, okay? And if we don't invest in ourselves, in our ideas, in our business, then really no one else will. So it's kind of switching things around psychologically, you know, in terms of how we approach the situation, in terms of I believe in myself and I'm giving myself a chance. I'm confident that my investment here will pay off, and then you kind of switch that mindset around and you're moving into prosperity mindset as opposed to a lack mentality, if that makes sense, okay? Let's see what else we have here. I do see something coming through for you last minute. That's what it feels like the last minute, the 11th hour. Something you've been waiting for, and you're really close to quitting. You're really close to giving it up or giving up on that. And I see it finally comes through for you. Kind of saves the day type of thing here. Let's see what else we're getting. For some of you, this is a time, it's a good time for money. It's a time when you can put money aside. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles, you can kind of save money or put it in a savings account, or just put money aside for rainy days. You could also be looking at budgeting, okay, because you have a little bit more money coming in, because you're seeing a little bit more resources coming in, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles as a result of your hard work. You are now starting to think about investing it, or just planning for rainy days, or really what you can do with it to ensure that it's a long-lasting or long-term gain, as opposed to just momentary. Can't find my words. But yeah, for some of you, because you're starting to see money coming in, you're now starting to think, okay, what's the best use for this money? Because I'm thinking about things in the long run. I'm trying to be smart about this. I'm trying to rationalize things and make smart decisions, so that I can ensure that I keep making my dreams come true, and it's not just this one coming true and that's it. For others, the message here is don't give up, okay? Don't walk away from a situation. Don't give up on a situation, because you're really, really close to breakthrough, okay? So the Seven of Swords here is a message that says don't give up just yet, especially if this is a passion for you, especially if this is something you truly believe in, or you believed in when you started working on this. The message here with the Eight of Pentacles is keep it up. Maybe look into additional research, okay? Or look into, okay, what are other people doing here? Or even, you know, taking an actual course or a class, workshop, seminar, anything like that, okay? And again, it kind of takes, you know, spend money to make money. Doesn't have to be a lot. You can find things that work with your budget, but additional information in terms of work and finances here, learning more. It could even be a class on how to manage your money better. It could be a class on how to manage a business better. It could be a class on how to advertise, okay? How to get more clients, how to get yourself noticed, and so on and so forth. But I do see that it's going to be very beneficial for you if you have the opportunity to do this. And it could just talk about, you know, you don't have to spend money for this. It could just talk about just doing a lot of research on your own, or just talking to experienced people, or this is financial advisors or business advisors. Maybe there's an office where it's free advice, like a Citizens Advice Bureau or anything like that, okay? You could be looking into that as well. And for some of you, I do see getting a job as a result of doing excellent, doing very, very well on an exam. So it could be you're coming out of, you know, being a student, it's graduation time, and based on your results, you get a job straight away. Or this is just the completion of a course. You don't have to be, you know, in university or a full-time student or anything like that. Completion of a course gets you noticed, and it gets you opportunities, either new jobs coming in or the opportunity for advancement, more money, or more responsibility, better positions within your current employment situation. And for some of you, you are changing jobs this week or during this time, or going from one thing to another, okay? You're going from one thing that you've invested in, you've worked really hard at, you believe in it, but it's not, you're not being treated fairly there. They're not paying you what you deserve, or they're not giving you the credit that you deserve. And so this is the time when you're looking at that and a new opportunity presenting itself. You're receiving news about a new opportunity, and it's something very different than what you're doing now. It could even be in a different place, in a different city, definitely a different company. And for some of you, you're really looking at this and thinking, you know what, this is a really good opportunity. With the Seven of Swords here, just think about it. Do pros and cons list, okay? Try to be objective and make decisions for the long run, okay? What's going to be best for you in the long run, truly, with the Seven of Swords here. And for others, this is just a situation where you've already accepted a job someplace else, but you're kind of keeping it to yourself until your current contract finishes, or you're looking for your moment to hand in your notice, and that's what this is. But this is a good move for those of you who've been doing this, who've been working with this or dealing with this. I feel like it's a good move, especially if you're in a place that is definitely underpaying you, not giving you credit, overworking you, places impossible demands on you, and then they just don't pay you for it, okay? Okay, so these are a few of the messages coming through for you for this time frame. I hope the messages make sense. I hope they help. Let me know what this is for you. I'm looking forward to your comments. Let me know what this is, if the messages apply to you. Be sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings as well for additional messages. Thank you very much for joining me and for all your support. Have a wonderful time ahead, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care.